Next up, at UFC Vegas 69, we have the main event of the evening, the new matchup for the main event of the evening. Jessica Andrade is stepping up on, as far as we know, 1 week's notice, right? They announced it during UFC 284, so a full week before.
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
There you go. And she's stepping up because the original opponent has dropped. Jessica Andrade, 24-9 overall, 4-1 in her last 5. She's coming off the absolute destruction of Lauren Murphy at UFC 283. And she's taking on Erin Blanchfield, grappling wonderkin, 10-1 overall, 5-0 in her last 5. And her only loss in her entire career was against Tracy Cortez in 2019.
Ooh, single Tracy Cortez. By the way, Tracy, if you're watching this, I sent you a few DMs you have yet to answer, but I think you're going to want to read those. And open the picture.
And zoom in. Just zoom in a little bit.
You and I both know.
Why would I know anything?
Don't be coy.
Jessica Andrade, a former world champion, former contender at multiple weight classes. She's been able to have success everywhere against everyone in every matchup at one point in time. Her only losses are to literal champions. If we go through her entire record, all 9 of those people are champs or number 1 contenders or very close to it. Erin Blanchfield is very talented. Erin Blanchfield's a very good grappler. She's dangerous on the ground. Her striking is pretty stiff, but she is young, tenacious, and willing to get after it and try to get that win. But Jessica Andrade is a different animal. She picked up Rose Namajunas clean, dumped her on her head. She just beat the absolute piss out of Lauren Murphy. And what was most impressive about that is she looked technical doing it. Because typically Jessica Andrade is not the most technical person in the world. Oh, you think she's very technical?
I don't want to interrupt.
Thanks for the professionalism. She's typically not the most professional person in the world. Professional. She's typically not the most technical person in the world, but she looked pretty technical in that Lauren Murphy fight. She was touching her when she was supposed to touch her, moving around. She wasn't just trying to be a bully. Well, and that impressed me more than if she just went out there and pushed Lauren around and dumped her. Because, wow, she can win these fights without just sheer strength and muscling her way through. I think Jessica Andrade absolutely gets this done. I'm confident in Jessica Andrade to get this done. The line has moved a bit. I think she's minus 150 now. So the line has moved. But, that's the short notice talking. Because if this was full camp versus full camp, there's no way Jessica Andrade is only a minus 150 favorite. If it's full camp.
That's minus 275, minus 300.
I mean, legit.
Yeah,
it's hard. Well, you say everything with your stupid ass sarcastic. It's hard to
what?
So listen, I fully recognize if Erin Blanchfield gets it to the ground, it could be a little sketch, could get a little dicey. But I think Andrade is a BJJ black belt. She's obviously well accomplished. She's been in there with the best on the planet. I absolutely think she gets this done. So Jessica Andrade is the pick, even on short notice. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Let me preface everything I'm about to say with you probably should not listen to me, but you probably should at the same time because I am a very biased and well-known Erin Blanchfield hater. I just do not think that she's as good as everyone thinks she does or everyone thinks that she is. She came in, Miranda Maverick, she surprised her, she got the takedown, she kind of bullied Miranda Maverick. We've since learned that Miranda Maverick is a little bit overrated in her own right. I know that she is kind of a wrestler and Blanchfield did it, kind of out-wrestle her, but she really hasn't shown the improvements that you'd like to see as a prospect. Then she fights J.J. Aldrich, was getting absolutely steamrolled. I mean, JJ was doing whatever she wanted in that fight. Blanchfield's face was like, oh shit, what do I do now? You could see there was a sense of panic. There was a sense of no plan B. I was supposed to dominate this girl. I'm not dominating. Now what do I do? Type situations. Then she finds that that guillotine that saves her in that fight. She was on her way to just getting absolutely dominated in that fight. And then she fights Molly McCann. It's and I made Molly McCann my lock of the week. That was a very bad lock of the week. But the reason I made it was because I don't think Erin Blanchfield is that good. And if she can bully people, she's going to look fantastic. You saw that in the Miranda Maverick fight. You saw that in the Molly McCann fight, that when she can get in those positions, she's very strong in those positions, and she's going to look fantastic when she looks fantastic. The flip side is, when she's not looking good, how can you respond? And that's what makes a good fighter, when things aren't going your way. You saw that with Volk this weekend. That's a very, very good fighter. Things aren't going your way. You find ways to figure it out and change positions and change the fight. And Erin Blanchfield, to me, I'm biased, I'm a hater, isn't that type of girl. All hammer, no nail. She was the nail in that JJ fight, and I know she ended up winning that fight, but that was a Hail Mary type situation. It looked like she didn't know it. She is not. She is not going to be able to out-bully and out-muscle and outwork Jessica Andrade. And I was a former Jessica Andrade hater. Against Amanda Lemos, I'm like, oh, Amanda Lemos is going to just absolutely destroy her. Obviously, it's a weird type of submission win, but I have come around, and I am now fully on the Jessica Andrade train, especially in this matchup. She's going to get in. She's going to have the striking advantage. Blanchfield is going to be shooting desperate takedowns. I see this the same way as I saw Robert Whittaker and Marvin Vettori. Marvin Vettori was a one-dimensional, kind of good wrestler, but he got exposed. I thought the same thing with Yair and Josh Emmett last week. Emmett, everyone says he's got the power, but does he really? He's got the wrestling, but doesn't, can't really use it. I see the same thing here. Jessica Andrade is the better striker. She stuffs the takedowns, and Erin Blanchfield is absolutely embarrassed in this fight. Andrade dominates bell to bell if she doesn't get a finish.
You're not worried about the short notice? Serious question. Not Jacob character.
I think Andrade is one of those people you don't really have to worry about she's experienced. She wouldn't take this fight if she was not ready for this fight. She's worked too hard, losing to a girl like Erin Blanchfield because of short notice. She doesn't need to take this fight, right? She is Jessica Andrade. She's had the big wins. She could wait until the next big fight. She said, you know what? Let me just beat this girl right now because I know I can. I'm ready, and that'll make my name even more powerful than it already is. So I think Jessica knows that this is a great matchup for her.
I think that's a good point because she is very close. Jessica Andrade is very close to a title shot.
Right.
Very close.
Why would she risk it?
So yeah, why risk it? No, I agree. I agree with everything you just said. I think Jessica Andrade absolutely gets it done. I just checked the odds as of right now are minus 170. So I saw it go down to 50. I saw it bounce back up. So I bet it yo-yos a little bit throughout the week. And I think after weigh-ins, it'll move significantly. Jessica may look sucked out, miserable, like short notice, and she'll look great, good mood, hopping on the scale, happy, and the lines.
Andrade just fought 115, right? She's fought 115, 125,
correct,
135.
But it's been a while since 15. But yeah, listen, I'm not worried about it. I think Jessica Andrade absolutely gets this done for sure, and I put 2 units on her at minus 150.
No, that's a good line. I was kind of upset that I didn't jump on that earlier. But
she opened at minus 190.
Oh, it's 170 now. So it's coming.
So I just said. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't listen to anything you say. If you didn't realize,
it went from 70 to 50, and now it's back up to. It went 90 to 50. Now it's back up to 70.
Blanchfield sucks, man. She sucks.
I don't think she sucks. Because the JJ fight, I get your read, but also she didn't fold. She didn't quit. She stayed.
She was like, then whoa, look, I found a neck. It wasn't like it was like some like crazy situation where she's like working and then pulls guard and it's like, I'm showing how tough she was pressed against the fence once again by JJ. JJ took a shot, had her head exposed, and I could have grabbed that.
The most annoying comments this week are already Jessica was knocked out in 40 seconds by Wei Lee. Okay, Wei Lee.
Yeah, it's not fucking Wei Lee, I'll tell you that.
And show me who Erin has just knocked out on her feet. You know what I mean? Like, Wei Lee. Okay, she lost. Sucks. She lost to Wei Lee. Congratulate that. And so, therefore, I would like to see all of your betting slips for Erin Blanchfield to win by KO. If you're using the Wei Lee thing as like, she's definitely going to lose, I need to see the betting slips.
Plus 750.
Anyway, plus 750. Well, all the people hyped up on...
I might play Andrade minus 5.5 again. I killed that on the Lauren Murphy one. It's minus 120. Might as well just play the money line. I don't know. Probably just. I was going to say it's a little safer. This fight could go any direction, and it's only minus 170. So if compared to minus 120. Anyway, we are both aligned on this. We both feel very strongly about this. We'll see what ends up happening. Yeah, just one point, because I saw Mbe mention as well. And we've had the discussion as well, and this is a great point because people are going to say, well, Valentino took down Andrade, so Erin can take her down. If Valentino, there's a very big difference between anytime you see Shevchenko taking people down, she's not shooting single legs, she's not shooting doubles, she's not getting people down with wrestling takedowns. That's how Blanchfield gets people down. She's a wrestler. She gets people down with the single leg, with the typical wrestling fashion. Shevchenko gets people down with her judo, with the clinch work, with the trips, with the throws. That's how she gets people down. So when people are saying, "Oh, Shevchenko took her down, so and so," it's completely different takedowns. Yeah, you might be able to body lock, trip a smaller girl in Andrade, but that's not how Blanchfield takes people down. It's wrestling, and Andrade can defend those with her eyes closed.
I completely agree with you. $2 super chat from Sam Pierce, looking dummy thick. Thank you guys for everything.
I think he's talking about you.
I don't know if it's a compliment or an insult, but thank you for the $2. I will spend that.
Actually, it was probably because I was flexing. I am. Yeah, I put on 10 pounds in the last 2 weeks. I think you can tell too.
Congrats. Yeah. Congrats.
There was a girl that smiled at me at the gym today. I was like, "Oh."
So you do have plans tomorrow?
I said that she's getting waxed. So she's getting waxed before she gets waxed. You know what I mean? She need a candle lit, and I'ma wax that.
These vlogs are really going to start to expose you.
You don't even know what that's from. Somebody in the chat will know that. D will know what that's from. Me and D were talking about him a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
She needed